Hey there, planner family, it's Monique with Living MLP and welcome back to the channel. We all know everyone's searching for planner peace, but really the peace is within yourself and whatever system's gonna work for you. For me, it's adding in inserts. So if you're interested in seeing how I add in inserts so that I can make plans and actually live them out, then stay tuned for this video. So today we are going to talk all things inserts. So I've already started by opening up to my daily or weekly page. If you're interested in this insert, definitely leave me a comment below. Okay, so what's my plan for this? I use this as my daily running to-do list some days, and some days I scrap all of my planner layouts and I simply just use this. Of course, the date or the today, whatever that date is, I put that at the top. I also have blocked off for myself my top 3 things that I want to get done for the day, a space for my affirmations, and then of course a miscellaneous section. Also, I do have down here a notes section, and when I do the insert, I like to divide it in different columns, or I'll just use it as is and write in the notes section. But for these particular days, yesterday and the 23rd, I went ahead and I put down some events, but I wanted to show you all in this video just different ways you can use inserts. But not only that, the different types of inserts that I've tried thus far. The first 2 I want to talk about is a monthly insert that I purchased from Fancy Plans Co. as well as Lights Planner Action. Let's start with Fancy Plans Co. So this was a lined vertical layout and it came with the monthly spread as well, and what I chose to use my monthly to track my health and fitness. So I was tracking my steps, I was tracking the days that I did yoga, whether I did yoga in the morning or the afternoon. I need to give myself a little bit of grace, you all. So sometimes it worked in the morning and sometimes it was better for the afternoon or the evening. And then any important days that may have stopped me from completing my goal. For instance, I had a doctor's appointment which ran over, and so I didn't actually get to do yoga that particular day. That is how I used the monthly in that insert from Fancy Plans Co. And then I just want to do a quick snapshot because I don't want to do too much with it, but this is how I use that lined vertical. So it gives you that top section up here where you're able to put in whatever you want. I chose to add my food here, and then I did a little bit of journaling in each one of these days. It worked well for the month, and I actually did a fitness challenge, and I really enjoyed using this insert to track that. So I didn't have to take away from the inserts that I already had in my planner. I could just add these right in, and it was so helpful. Next we have the Lights Planner Action spread. I love it, and the quality of the paper has me not wanting to use it. Does anyone ever get that where you are in love with a paper's quality and you're just like, man, I don't know if I want to use this, but I'm going to use it no matter what. I think that it's beautiful, and I already kind of have an idea for what I want to do with it. So each one of the pages in this particular insert came with a monthly box here and space to add notes for the month, as well as a goal section, a special dates, and to-dos. I think I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna possibly use it for the holidays. So especially in Christmas time, it's my favorite holiday. I wanna count down to Christmas. I wanna have, some special like Christmas bucket list items for Colby and I, and then also just tracking like gifts that I'm sending to our family members that are not in the area with us. So I think that would be a cool way and a different way to use a monthly spread. If I'm not using it for that, I think it would also be epic for social media planning. And if you are using these blackout spreads, the quality of the actual ink as well, look at that ink. It is silver. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. But I just love it. So I think that is an alternative way to look at an insert and go, wow, how can I make this work for me? And what is unique about this? And I love it. And if I'm not a rep for either one of these shops, I just love the quality of the products that I receive from both of them. So I definitely encourage you to check out their shops, both Fancy Plans Co. and Lights Planner Action, as they have so many inserts. Oh my goodness. I'm bound to find one with the 2 of those shops. So I'm excited to share those in the different ways that I've used them. Let's talk about some different inserts that you may see pop up here and there in the community. So one thing that I always find or struggle with for me, and I don't know if anyone else does, if you do, leave a comment in the comments below. Do you ever see those extension packs and they're so pretty and you're like, I need an extension pack, I want that. But then when you get it, you're like, what do I even do with this? How can I use this? Well, remember, going back to what I said at the beginning of the video, there's always a great use for an extension pack if you have a challenge or a project you're working on and you want to just pop that into your planner without making any adjustments to the plans you already have. So it gives you that alternative layout. Here is an item from an extension pack that I wanted to show because I actually use this to refresh my 5 goals for the year. So it says 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and it's the top priority list, but I ended up covering that and just writing 2021 goals. And what I loved about it is that I had the ability to then track my things that were going to help me to achieve that goal, whether that was, getting outside more if that was the full goal. How many times do I need to get outside? What is that going to be? When do I want to have this done by? And it's also good for project management. So if you are tracking a particular project, say for instance, like if you wanted to launch a YouTube channel like I did, I could track everything that I need to do to that official launch and even include the launch on that due by as well. So that was a great insert to have and I enjoyed it. Also in a subscription box. So how many of you have had subscription boxes? I know I get them. I'm currently doing a subscription box with cloth and paper. The black ollie clip. That black ollie clip got me. And that is how I started my cloth and paper. I had always been eyeing it, but I knew I wanted that ollie clip, so that would lead me to them. But what's kept me with them is the paper quality. I really love this paper. And what I've gotten thus far has truly been beneficial, and I've been able to repurpose a lot of the things that I have or use them in a way that works for me. I love adding in my spreads these little pop-in checklists or half sheets because they are epic if I'm just doing a basic brain dump. Some mornings I wake up and I just do a brain dump, and this is perfect for that, where I'm not compromising my page or I'm not having to do anything extra. I can just pop it in or I can take it out and I can move it in different sections. So I love having the ability of that. I also love having filler paper. I keep filler paper around all the time and it works for me. I will cut the filler paper. I love these, and for me, I'm a big lister, so this checklist always is a thing, and I keep these in the back of my planner. So if you've seen my flip through, you saw that I had a little back section in my planner, in my catch-all, and in the back is where this filler paper goes. Really quickly and talk about utilizing inserts in different ways. So I recently got this in the cloth and paper subscription box. It was related to traveling. So for me, and I'm gonna hold it so you guys can see it, it's a daily itinerary. It's got a note section and a meal section, as well as things to do, and then the weather. I think this will be great as a daily sheet. So what I plan to do is use it, more than likely it'll happen next month, as my daily for that. In the meantime, I have been using, as you saw earlier, my own daily sheet, but I also love using these happy planner sheets. So I will occasionally go in with pen only and I will do a daily sheet from the happy planner, as well as I love being able to brain dump on the back, doing different things, or I will decorate it. So decorating it is fun and it gives me the ability to make the page really look like what I need it to look like. And then sometimes I will do the unthinkable for some, which is cut it. So I'll just move these out so you can see. I will cut the page in half and I will put on different stickers that I love and just really keep a list. This usually happens, the cutting of the page, on the weekend when I don't need the schedule part. I just need this actual list. So some may say, well, go back to your cloth and paper list. I can use that as well. I just love that I can see the top 3 priorities here and the list is already there. I don't have to do anything extra, but maybe add a sticker should I choose to. Here's another example of how I actually do that. So I have my top 3 things from the weekend on this particular day that I wanted to get done, and then just information that I have or to-dos and things of that nature. And I always give myself a fun quote, and there's a quote there as well, but just to remind myself to, stay positive as much as we can in these times. So that is how I'm using a daily insert, but I've customized it to make it work for me. So I turned it into a half sheet. So definitely don't be afraid to cut your inserts to make them be what you need them to be. This is the Bloom and Plan with Laura planning pad, and what I did was I took the pad and I hole punched it to fit my discs. So on days when I'm not sure what I want to do, or I just need an alternative, I will come to my planning pads or any other planner pad or insert that I have and it doesn't have the punch, I will punch it and put it into my planner. So for me, I actually created a separate daily planner at one point, and I was feeding all of my daily sheets into that, so I actually can go back and reference them. But also just the ability to customize it in whatever way works for me has been so helpful. I love Laura's pad because with their combination of her and Bloom, the colors are so pretty, but also you have this front page, but you have plenty of space on the back. I can make as many lists, notes, I can split it up however I want to use it, and it works well. So definitely I would encourage anyone to take a look at the planning systems that you have, or extra pages, pads, whatever it may be, and think about how you can repurpose them. By punching these, I'm now able to take them on the go with me, whereas I may have only put the pad at my desk and I used it occasionally, but having these extra inserts in the back, I know I can pull them out whenever I'm feeling overwhelmed, or if I just want to pare down and do something a little bit different. Having these inserts are so helpful. As you can see, I've split it up on different days, so you can make it be what you need it to be, and I love that planning pad and customization that I made with that. Let's talk food. Different shops have meal planning inserts. The Happy Planner has their own products as well as many other companies, so don't feel obligated to one company. You can do what works best for you, even if it's punching your own blank paper into your planner and making your own type of meal plan. Do that. It's your planner. Why not? So I love having these weekly meal plans. It lets me map out what I think I might want, and then I'll go and I'll cut this piece off of here. I wish it was perforated. I wish they would have done that. That would have been awesome. Now I can just pull it apart, but it still works. I cut this piece and I take it to the grocery store, or I omit using this piece, and what I'll do is I'll come right here like this, and I will just create a list based off of the meal here. They do have a back section on these also, so you have the ability to add more to the grocery list, snacks and quick bites, recipes, and so forth. So don't forget that you can use your meal planning options as well. I've even done the unthinkable for some, where I have made this and covered this title up and covered this title up and made this a weekly sheet for myself as well. It's black and white, so that neutral layout allows me the flexibility to do so. So I covered that up, and it was literally my weekly plan. So the work things I wanted to get done, I put this in my planner and took it with me and used it in a different way. So once again, don't be afraid to repurpose your insert to make it work for you. Why not repurpose this? It's great. It's a great foundation and a great layout. So could you imagine just having this as a list, and this is just a plan? So it'll be like this, plans and lists. Maybe put a sticker here and put a sticker up here, and then because there's nothing else going on, you have your week. I would do that. So I did do that. So that is an option. So if you enjoyed this video, you loved an insert, if there is an insert that really caught your eye, something that you think you would love to add to your planner, I would definitely suggest adding it in, checking out these different options that you have, and really just customize your planner to make it fit you, whether that's a disc-bound planner, a ring planner, or a coil planner. You can use an insert and you can modify it to make it work for you.